Okay, the PCB is back in the case. I've just connected up the cables as before. It's not screwed in, it's just resting in there. And it's time for another test. So if I hold down key transpose while I turn it on, and then select poly 1 and poly 2, that puts it into the mode where we can test the individual voice chips. So voice chip 2, 3, 4, 5, and voice chip 6 is working. We have 6 working voice chips. So either one or two of those, one or both of those joints on that board were bad. One of them was definitely an original joint that was bad because of the crystalline structure. It meant the solder had never really been given a chance to set properly. It either hadn't reached the right temperature, or it had been moved while it was setting, which gives that dull grey, crystalline, grainy look, which is a classic bad joint. So, how much of the original fault was down to bad joints, and how much was down to the coating? I guess we will never know. My money is on some flux interference based on the colour that the acetone's gone. The fact the coating has returned to its original rock hard state. Once the acetone has been removed or vaporised or vapoured off, then clearly something has happened. Something has dissolved in that acetone to go that yellow colour, but whether it's flux or not, who knows. So, if I straighten this camera up, we can just give this into a bit of a test. Now, I've got the patch programmed in, which should be the Blade Runner in tune. So if I can get this tripod to behave, which is looking like it's going to be a problem. Let's set this up correctly. Sounding good. So the next step will be to leave this off overnight so that it gets good and cold, and we'll do a completely cold startup. We had problems before. Initially when I first got it, it was cold and it gave me the crackling noises. It's fairly warm in this room at the moment, so they may not have shown up anyway. So once I've done that test, I'll then hook up a MIDI cable to this and give it something to play for a good half an hour, so it gets a good workout, so the voice chips come up to working temperature. And then if we've still got no issues and all the voices are working, then I would be happy to call this a fix. So what I'll do, one other thing I should check is that the voice 36 or 35 have missing keys before. Number 6 on the polyphony was missing. I know that didn't come out too well on the previous video at low octave, so yeah, we have no missing polyphony either. So all the faults that I had originally seem to be gone. Yeah, as I say, next step is a cold test followed by a hot test. And then it's time, I think, to screw the lid on and call it a job well done.